Hi everyone, I'm back and I'm doing training times now because I left for 2 years and apparently 106 people responded to the poll I put out, so now I can actually do a training time with people who've responded. So this one's all about dream updates. So first of all, we have where the horses should have actual personalities. Okay, I actually put out okay. I don't know how I'm going to read and do this at the same time. I printed out a piece of paper so that I can look at it while I do races. I don't know how this is going to work. So if horses have actual personalities, I think it would make the game a lot more realistic. Because if your horse is going through water, it should be able to play in the water. It should have a personality. If your horse is hungry, maybe it wouldn't move as fast. Okay, another one is to have voice chat in a game that is similar to Discord, only for your club to be able to command in dressage or whatever other events, so that you don't have to use Discord. I think that's really smart, but I feel like you would almost have to verify your age, because like Discord, I think you have to be at least 13 to use it. I feel like if you were to do that, that would be great, but it would only be allowed in like one dressage arena, and you would have to verify it, especially with your email. Okay, I got that in 2 minutes. You know, it's not horrible. So this is Acacia. She's very, very pretty Arabian. I just bought this sweater today, actually. And I'm kind of sad because I couldn't use my your Vic shillings on it, but I think it was worth it. This little logo right there. Anyways, the next one says my dream update would probably be to lower the price of star coins and allow us to earn them through quests. But not like really easy quests, more like difficult main quests, because it would also add a lot for the people who already finished the game to do. I agree with that. I think that once you completely finish the game, there should be a special quest that they might take you a week to earn 50 star coins, because star coins are expensive, and so I get why you have to pay for them. But if there's a way you could earn them and it takes a lot of gameplay time, which is what they want, then you should earn a prize, which would be star coins. I think that would be really reasonable. I can never make this jump. Let's see. So, I don't know if it's just me, but I can make that jump. It doesn't let me jump. I try to jump. I have to go around the edge all the time. It's kind of annoying. Another one says, my dream update would be a new sky, more dramatic lighting for sunset, sunrises, variations of stars, and something similar that we had in the old Star Stable. I really like that. I feel like it would be really cool if we had special weather too, where maybe it was raining, maybe there was like thunderstorms where your horse had to be in shelter or something, or else it would run off. And I feel like if it was raining, your horse could get cold, maybe you would have to have a blanket on or something. I think that would be really nice for making the game more realistic, because the game is definitely not the way that it was a couple of years ago. And it might give the people who missed the old game a bit of relief from that nostalgia. Alright, now I've got to go collect the XP from that other one. I'm trying to train all my horses to level 13 because that's kind of when they get to the highest speed. And then you don't really need... What was I doing? Oh. Great. Because after level 13, I just pretty much use them for championships unless I really like the horse and I really want to keep riding it. And then after they're level 13, I think all of my horses, I could work on leveling up from there. But I feel like level 13 is a pretty good goal to get to, because then they're all as fast as they need to be. And so I can do a lot of high scoring in championships with them, and I don't have to worry about being slow. I think I've completely forgotten how to do this. I left my account for 2 years. It took me a while to even figure out how to record again. Ooh, I like her hair. Alright, we have 4 races over here. I'm gonna let my Sahara little cat over there. I think I should name it Sahara. That sounds like a perfect name. I got the cat from the Western Festival. It might have actually been named Sahara. Wait, I should check. Sahara. Oh. So I didn't actually name it. It was already named that. It's kind of funny because when you're walking, the cat just kind of moves with you. Maybe they should make like a slower cat and dog animation for like the walking and running pets. I feel like that would make it more realistic, because if you're walking, the cat's not going to be running beside you. Like a horse doesn't move that fast. Because that just looks kind of silly. What about star coins last week? Because they had this really nice pack to celebrate the end of 2025. I love how they did it where you can choose different bundles on which like items you would want to get. I don't think they've done that in past years, and I think they should definitely keep doing it because I like being able to choose, and I got a lot of cool stuff. Okay, the next one says they had my dream update would probably be for the shilling cap to be removed or made less strict as well as more realistic tack. I completely agree on the shilling limit. I don't understand why it's there. There's no reason for it to be. And I guess it's nice because it tells you when you can buy an item, but they just do that. So you can't keep saving it up and do a big like, shopping spree kind of. But that's also why now they added light so that people can save it up. But there's no reason for there to be a cap on shillings. Like there's no cap on star coins, so why should there be on your shillings? That's the question. We're matching. Me and this guy are matching. Soteric mode. You are now... Okay. We are going to take a picture. This guy is my twin. Hi there, Soteric mode. You are my friend now. We're matching. Look at us. Our beautiful pullovers. They're blue. Me and my bestie. I didn't finish all the races. Okay. I am really out of my element here. The next one says being able to lead other horses while riding another horse and being able to ride your friend's horse after they approve you to. I think that would be great because especially if you have a friend that's just starting out playing, they can ride your horse because they only have their starter horse, the Jorvik Warmblood. And it's not an amazing horse with amazing animations, and they really do that so that you buy another horse. So it would kind of be nice to try out a friend's horse. And also if there's a horse that you really want to get, but you're not sure if you like an animation, you can just test it out. I'm not even going to try to read one while I'm doing a jumping race. That would end very badly. I've been trying to do... Oh, got it. Doesn't like me. I've been trying to do some nice high scoring races, and I've earned actually a lot of Jorvik shillings off of that. That's the reason I'm on... I think I'm on like Frosty something. I should actually probably check that. But I was on Nightstar for a while, and I really couldn't win any Okay. I really couldn't win any championships, or I couldn't do any high scoring things, and I really wanted to. That's a great way to earn Jorvik shillings. So I moved to a smaller server. Also, it got so laggy. I was just trying to go into Steve's farm. There was nobody there. 1 second later, there was at least probably 50 people, and there were like 5 groups of clubs. So I just had to leave that server. I might go back. I don't know. But now I have actually a chance. Well, not with that race, because I didn't do too great, but I have a chance to earn a lot of Jorvik shillings, and I think it's definitely a great way to learn. Not learn, earn. What the heck? Okay, I'm going to read this one before I start the race. So the next one says a throwback festival where they sell old horses and have the old UI for a bit and do old SSO stuff. I think there could be a special update week where they do that. It wouldn't be a big event like the winter event where it stays for 4 weeks at least, but maybe like a bazaar where it's here for 1 week. And then there could be a couple of old horses on sale. Maybe not the really popular ones like the old fjord horses that everybody wants, because then they wouldn't be exclusive anymore. And I feel like that's the whole point of kind of having them. But maybe like, I don't know, there could be one special horse that comes around each year and they change up. Great. There could be one that they change up every year. And then people would always log on and try to get their nice old horses. And then I think that there should be like a permanent button. Maybe not permanent, but maybe... I don't know, you would have to choose when you do it, and it couldn't be all the time, but there could be a button where you switch back to the old map and the old UI. Another one said the ability to buy foals. Well, you can already do that in the horses app, but I feel like you wouldn't be able to ride them. If you've done the quest at South Cliff Farm, where you kind of care for the foal for a couple of days, and then, well, it went back to its mother there, but in Star Stable, you might be able to watch over it and take care of it, and then maybe you get it for a discounted price or something. I could see that happening in the future, and maybe you could breed horses to get special colors. Another one said name changing. I don't know. I like the name that I chose, but I chose it when I was, I don't know, 9. I chose this name when I was 9. I don't want to change it. I'm attached to it now. But I don't specifically like my name while I'm emotionally attached. I don't love it. Hanna Desertlake. I don't know where I got that from. I probably just randomized it. I don't know if I thought it would be my permanent account, but I made it and I'm sticking with it. I feel like it would be nice to have the option to, but maybe you would always be able to switch back and nobody could take your old name. But you would only get to switch it once. Okay, the last one I have actually printed out said Jorvik shillings to star coins. I feel like that would be great. Maybe you could do 10,000 Jorvik shillings, because like I said, there's the Jorvik shilling cap. You might as well put it to use. Oh, crap. I feel like, yeah, you could trade maybe 10,000 Jorvik shillings for... It couldn't be a lot of star coins, because I've learned how to grind light in Valedale, and so I think it's only reasonable that maybe for every 10,000 Jorvik shillings, you get maybe 25 star coins. But then again, that doesn't seem like a lot. It depends on if you can grind light or not, I guess. Alright, looking back at the form, a lot of people said Pegasi, or to add winged flying horses. I don't like that idea. It is not the same game that it used to be. I feel like adding Pegasus horses, it would just defeat all the whatever realism they have left here. They have the magical horses, but I feel like making Pegasus horses and having them actually be able to fly, whether it's a foot up or, I don't know, 20 feet up, I feel like that's just too unrealistic. It would have to be expensive. It would have to have some sort of status if you actually had a Pegasus, or else it's not any different from the normal horses, and then probably not worth it. Also, if you're able to fly up super high, you would be able to get into every area, and unless they have these cool borders. Actually, there could be maybe one area they could take. I don't know, maybe Dino Valley. That'd be really pretty. If they made it and they only allowed Pegasi in one area. They should only allow them in one area. They would have to be exclusive. For the H&M, how they keep doing the collaborations, they just did another one. Now it's not exclusive anymore. A lot of people bought those horses thinking that they would never come back, and that's probably the only reason that they bought them, because they look very, very similar to the original Belgian Warmbloods. I feel like if they knew that they would be coming back, maybe they wouldn't buy it, because now it's not limited to 2023 or whenever it came out last. Now it's 2023 and 2025 through 2026. Alright, I'm gonna talk about one more. So somebody said more customization of the horses, height, weight, age, gender. I think I like that. I feel like it would add more personality to the horses, like I was talking about earlier. If you were able, well, you can already choose the gender and the age, but being able to choose the height, and maybe it could actually affect the horse. That would be the only reason where it makes sense, where the Arabian, I could have an extra tall Arabian. And then also for weight, maybe, yeah, like the draft horses, they're going to be a lot bigger. And like Arabians, my Acacia's really small. Alright, so people aren't loading in. I'm just seeing little heads of people. No, before they load in, like, oh, she was bald. She was torturing people who had hair. Darn it. I think that's it. Bye.